and good morning everyone. So today is the first trading session of this week. So let's get started with today's top stocks and news. The first one is Reliance Industry, where the company's consolidated net profit is reported at 26,994 crores. If you look at the other income of the company, it is reported at 15,119 crores versus 3,983 crores. The other income includes Asian Paints stake sale amount, which is around 8,924 crores. If you look at the company's O2C revenue, it is reported at 1.55 lakh crores versus 1.65 lakh crores on quarter-on-quarter basis. Oil and gas revenue is reported at 6,103 crores versus 6,440 crores on quarter-on-quarter basis. And if we look at the Reliance retail segment, consolidated revenue is reported at 84,172 crores. Consolidated EBITDA is reported at 6,381 crores and margins are reported at 7.6% versus 7.6% on quarterly basis. Also, revenue supported by the strong growth in the consumer business, EBITDA growth driven by the consumer segment and high other income. Along with that, other income includes 8,924 gain from Asian Paints stake sale. Apart from this, Jio delivered biggest ever IPL in the term of viewership and monetization as well. The next stock which you need to look at is HDFC Bank, where the bank's net profit is reported at 18,155 crores, which is 12.2% up on Y-on-Y basis. Net interest income of the company is up by 5.4%, reported at 31,438 crores. Bank's gross NPA are reported at 37,040 crores, which is at around 1.40% versus 1.33% on quarter-on-quarter basis. Slightly uptick in the gross NPA of the bank. Net NPA is reported at 0.47% versus 0.43% on quarter-on-quarter basis. Along with that, board approves bonus issue of 1 share for every share held. Apart from this, board also approved the special interim dividend of ₹5 per share. The next stock which you need to look at is ICICI Bank, where the bank's net profit is reported at 12,768 crores, which is up by 15.5% on yearly basis. Net interest income of the companies are reported at 21,634 crores, which is up by 10.6% on yearly basis. Gross NPA of the companies are reported at 24,732 crores versus 24,166 crores on quarterly basis, and net NPA of the bank are reported at 5,971 crores versus 5,589 crores on quarterly basis. The company said we expect NIMs to compress a little more in next quarter as well. After that, it will be depend on RBI action and overall liquidity of the market. The next stock is L&T Finance, where the company's net profit is up by 2.2% at 701 crores on yearly basis. Revenue is also up by 13% at 4,259 crores on yearly basis, and net interest income of the companies are reported at 2,278 crores, which is up by 8% on yearly basis. The next stock is JSW Steel, where the company's net profit is reported at 2,184 crores versus 845 crores. Revenue is up by 0.5%, EBITDA is up by 37%, and margins are reported at 17.6% versus 12.8% on Y-on-Y basis. The next stock is Bandhan Bank, where the company's net profit is reported at 372 crores. Company's gross NPA is reported at 6,622 crores versus 6,435 crores on quarterly basis. Net NPA of Bandhan Bank is reported at 1,744 crores versus 1,692 crores on sequential basis, and provisions are reported at 1,147 crores versus 1,260 crores on quarterly basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Yes Bank, where the gross NPA of the bank is reported at 4,022 crores versus 3,935 crores. Net NPA of the bank are reported at 797 crores versus 800 crores. Gross NPA on the flatter side reported at 1.6% on sequential basis, and net NPA of the bank are also on a flatter side at 0.3% on Q-on-Q basis. Along with that, provisions are reported at 34% up on Y-on-Y basis at 284 crores. The next stock which you need to look at is Union Bank, where the company's net NPA is reported at 4,115 crores, which is up by 12%. Net interest income of the company is down by 3.2% at 9,112 crores. Gross NPA reported at 34,000 crores, and gross net NPA of the bank is reported at 5,874 crores. The next stock which you need to look at is RBL Bank, where the bank net profit is down by 46% at 200 crores. Net interest income of the company again down by 13%. Net NPA is reported at 0.45% versus 0.29% on quarterly basis, and gross NPAs are reported at 2.78% versus 2.60% on quarter basis. The next stock which you need to look at is JK Cement, where the company's net profit is up by 75%. Revenue is again up by 20% on Y&Y basis, reported at 3,352 crores. EBITDA is up by 41% at 687 crores, and margins are reported at 20.5% versus 17.3% on Y&Y basis. The next stock is India Cement, where the net loss of the company is reported at 131 crores versus the profit of 71 crores on last year same quarter. Revenue was on a flatter side, down by 0.2% at 1,024 crores. EBITDA is reported at 83 crores versus the EBITDA loss of 24 crores on yearly basis, and margins are reported at 81%. The next stock which you need to look at is Central Bank of India, where the bank net profit is up by 33% at 1,168 crores. Net interest income of the company is down by 4.6%. Net NPA reported at 0.49% versus 0.55% on quarterly basis, and gross NPA of the banks are reported at 3.13% versus 3.18% on sequential basis. The next stock which you need to look at in today's trading session is Dr. Reddy's Lab, because US FDA issues 7 observation at company's manufacturing facility in Andhra Pradesh. The inspection was conducted from 10th of July to 18th of July 2025. The next stock which you need to look at is Ircon International, because JV gets LOA from worth 756 crores from RBNL Bank. So these were some of the stock which you need to look at in today's trading session. Thank you. Bye-bye.